40 years ago, my mother began a tradition of giving me a musically themed ornament for Christmas. Some were engraved and some were obviously from a dollar store, but they were all special. Being insanely artistic and obsessive about decor, especially at Christmas time, only once did I use them on a Christmas tree because they didn't match whatever absurd combination of colors and decorations I had chosen for any particular year. When my father passed away, Mom moved to a much smaller place. We were sorting out a lifetime of boxes and their belongings, and I ended up with a huge box, industrial-sized box, of Christmas garland. Oh my goodness, the very next Christmas I had garlands on the mantel, across the top of the windows, on the rails of the steps, and even a dab on the mailbox. Some had twinkling lights, some had silk poinsettias, and being frugal, I just couldn't let any go unused, but I still had about an 8-foot section left over. One evening, I was playing my piano when I noticed it seemed comparatively bare, so I grabbed that last piece of garland. With the piano lid up, I laid it around the inside curved portion of the soundboard with just the perfect amount of overhang on each end. I added some soft white lights and red poinsettias, but it needed something more. Aha! The obvious. I grabbed the musical ornaments that had begun to overflow the box in which they had been stored for so many years. I tied, twisted, hung, and wired them along the string of garland. I decorated that garland with the same love and attention I would have given to the finest Fraser fur. And in my own way, I had Mom with me every day of each Christmas season, and so it continued for 40 years. Over time, some of the ornaments have been chipped and some broken, and sadly, I know I've lost a couple. A few years ago, I changed the lights to gold, but every other ornament remains on this 8-foot section of garland, my music garland. I used to always decorate to the nines, but over the last several years, my inclination to decorate sometimes wanes, but always, every year, I put out my music garland, as I'm doing today. Mom had her hair done religiously every Friday. She always and only wore her favorite colors. She would never be seen without makeup, and she wore jewelry to match, appropriate to whatever occasion was at hand. Living in retirement communities and eventually assisted living for the last 20 years, Mom was literally the belle of the ball for the rest of her life. She participated in Red Hat societies and Halloween contests. She won Easter bonnet contests. She always had a seasonal or holiday wreath on her door, and at 95 she was Valentine Queen, voted by her peers. And so it was at Christmas when she wore bright red and green, snowmen or sparkles, and her smiles that made everyone else smile too. Mom died in May of this year at 96 years old. As my sisters and I carried out the somber task of once again sorting our parents' belongings, 2 items surfaced that will forever change my Christmas. Mom kept a box of small gifts so that if someone in her community, be it a friend, an aide, or someone's grandchild, had an occasion to celebrate, she would have a little something at the ready to give them. Inside this collection was a lovely and delicate Christmas ornament, a hand-blown glass angel with glitter golden wings and halo holding a golden star. It was still safely in its display box. It wasn't music-related, and maybe it was a gift she received and planned to re-gift. I don't know. But I ever so briefly thought maybe she had already purchased my ornament for this year. Maybe not. But my sister showed no interest, so I took it. I cherished the slightest thought that it might have been the last ornament Mom got for me. I would find a special place on my music garland. Then there was all her jewelry. She had some really nice things, some fashion and costume jewelry, and a small collection of seasonal things like a fall leaf brooch or an Easter egg necklace, and scarves boasting the stars and stripes. Among these were 3 whimsical Christmas necklaces. My sisters took pieces that were special to them. We gave some to Mom's best friends where she lived, and we decided the others would go to charity. We boxed them up, finished the day's task, and went our separate ways. The box with the Christmas necklaces was with my sister. On my way home, it dawned on me that those would make wonderful garland for a tree. I called her immediately. Wait, garland? So my story comes full circle. This year, when I place that garland around the curves of my piano, it will be adorned with that glass angel and its sparkly golden wings, even though I will never know if it was truly intended for me. Now, it seems it was. But, oh, those necklaces. The necklaces she wore around her neck and around her heart. As I place them on my music garland, I honor my mom and this special way she loved me every year since I left home as a teenager. And you know what? One of the necklaces has bells on it. So no matter what, I got a last musical ornament, and they say, every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Mom, your bells are ringing. I know you have your wings. I have lovingly attached these bells and wings to my heart and to this treasured music garland that, after 40 years, is now complete. Merry Christmas, Mom. We love you and we miss you. Watch over us, especially this year, our first without you.